just come to a comfortable seated position of your choice. We're actually not going to do a real lengthy settling in. We just want to be tall in the spine, maybe lifted in the hips if you want to sit on a pillow or a blanket. I have a bolster under me, but anything will do. You can just roll up a blanket or pillow. And I'm actually going to share, and I wanted to be mindful and very transparent of this. I have not done like specific Kundalini meditation training. This is just a practice that I found a few weeks ago that I've started incorporating into daily practice for the past few days, and it's really been very helpful for me. And it is a Kundalini meditation. It's actually, the more that I've read about it and familiarized myself and practiced it, the more inspired and encouraged I've gotten to look into more of Kundalini trainings and things like that. So, I mean, no disrespect to that practice and those who have worked really hard to train and offer that. And, who knows in the future what I can offer. But for now, this is just something I've been personally practicing. And I think it's really beautiful meditation for transformation. And some of the things that I've thought about and incorporated into my mindfulness practice has been the idea of, this yogic perspective that, if we want things to change, yoga teaches us that we must first change ourselves. And that there is a definite correlation between what happens inside of us transforming what happens outside of us. And I, for one, can tell a huge difference in my practice, whether it's through meditation, yoga, other, spiritual practices I incorporate into my life. When I am not engaging in those things as much, the outside world seems more difficult to be in, and it's because I've got work to do inside. So coming into this Kundalini practice meditation that I've been doing, I did it because I was reading that this practice is actually said to go into the part of our brain that forms habit for us, and like through continued practice we'll actually break up these stagnant patterns that we have, like patterns of like unhealthy behaviors and addictions, and different things like that. So as we consistently practice this, we're actually transforming and recreating thought patterns to break up and basically kind of bring new life and new thought patterns into the fold. So the practice itself is kind of like set up sort of like the circle of life or the cycle of life. So the words that we chant are sa, ta, na, ma. So the sa part is representative of birth and life and new beginnings, or the beginning of something. And then ta is representing life itself and everything that's interacting with life forces. And then na is representative of death. And then the ma at the end is a rebirth and new beginnings. So it's like this constant circle of transformation and change that's taking place, and it's ever growing, and it's the one thing that remains constant. I've heard that before. The only thing for certain is change. And with the circumstances that we all find ourselves in, I thought that this was such a good thing for me to start applying to my own practice. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. So the way that you recite the Sa Ta Na Ma is through mudras with your hands. So for the sa, you take your thumb and index finger. So it's sa, and then you move through each finger. So ta is your middle finger and your thumb. Na, ring finger and thumb. Ma, pinky and thumb. So sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. So the way that it's practiced is you're setting up nice and tall. Your gaze is forward. Your heart is open, softening in the shoulders. And you'll begin, so we'll do, somewhere from like 10 to 12 minutes, depending on how my timing is. I'm pretty long-winded, but hopefully we'll settle in here. But we begin, we do several rounds of chanting sa, ta, na, ma out loud. And then after we do a few rounds of that, we'll come into a whisper, but it'll be an audible whisper. And then after we've chanted several rounds of that, we will do the mudras and silently chant to ourselves. And then we go back in reverse, and then we'll settle in. We'll do a couple of slight gentle movements to move the energy around, and we will end our practice there. So begin by coming into seated. Open up your palms. You can listen for the sound of my breath, the sound of my words to help guide you. Settle into your breath here and gently close your eyes. And as we begin to recite these mudra mantras, just begin to think about, this cycle of life, new beginnings, life, death, birth, reawakening, all of that. Just bring that to mind as we begin. One deep breath in and deep breath out. And let's begin. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Silent. like to whisper, sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa, ta, na, ma. Out loud, sa, ta, na, ma, 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 sa, ta, na, ma. Silence. Open up the hands. Breathe into the experience of the mind and body in this moment. Allow transformation to exist within you. Begin to flutter the eyes open if they're closed. And on an inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and over. Reach up. And exhale, press the airway. Send the arms down. Gaze down, chin to chest. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, press away. Begin to gently, not too rigorously, pick up the pace here. You can add a twist in if you'd like. This part of the practice is very important as it moves the energy throughout the body, distributing it to its proper place, allowing transformation to take place. 3 more cycles of breath just like this. Last one here. Inhale, hands to heart center. Relax the chin to the chest. Bow your head to your hands. I've added this last part in for myself as I've practiced this. I allow myself to be transformed. And I'm ready to receive the blessings that await me. I allow myself to be transformed. And I'm ready for the blessings that await me. This concludes our time together. I hope that you've enjoyed it and that this offering brings you hope that anything that you wish to change or transform is possible. Namaste.